Hey my lovelies, happy Wednesday. This is going to be a very quick live because I was just about to make myself some lunch because I'm hungry and I had this message come through, which is quite ironic because this is kind of part of the live stream today and what I'm talking about. But this is going to be very short and sweet but value packed, so let's just get into it. If you're here, let me know that you're here. Say hi. I can see a couple of you jumping on. Send me the love bombs. So let me just put out there, yeah, that the reason you struggle, I get a lot of people say to me, Alissa, what is flow? How do you get into flow? Why do I struggle to feel flow? Why does everything seem so goddamn hard in my business, in my life, in my relationships? Why do things just not flow for me, right? And it's not because you don't know how to feel flow. It's not because you aren't capable of getting yourself into flow. It's because you are essentially, I'm not going to say the word, but you keep essentially C-blocking your flow. So what do I mean by this? I want you to answer this question. If you can answer this question with a yes, then I know for sure you are the one blocking your own ability to be in flow with your business, in flow with your content, in flow with your message, in flow with your relationships, health, abundance, money, all of it. If you can answer yes to this next question, I want you to tell me, have you ever had downloads, nudges, pulls to do certain things, and then you have either judged it, you've made it wrong, you've stopped yourself in the moment, you've C-blocked yourself in that moment, and because it doesn't sound like this person, or it's not what you think that person would do, or it doesn't seem spiritual enough or conscious enough, or it doesn't seem this enough, or it doesn't. Have you ever had the nudge or the pull to do anything around your business, your finances, your life, your health, your relationships, and stopped yourself because before you've even done it, you've judged it, you've made it wrong for whatever reason? This is where the problem lies. It's not that you don't know how to be in flow, you just keep C-blocking your flow. You keep making it wrong. You keep telling yourself it should be different, it should feel different, it should sound different, it should look different, whatever it is. When you get the pull and the nudge to do something, that's because you're being divinely guided in that moment. I'm talking about anything in your life. When you get the pull and the nudge to message someone, to show up in your business, to say something, to share something, to purchase something, to make any sort of decision in your life, when it is a divine pull and a nudge and a download that you receive and it feels good to make that next step, by you following that, when you follow that, that's you being in flow. And when you do that over and over and over and over and over and over again, guess what? You create a life that is in alignment. You start creating abundance. You start creating impact. You start creating the life that you want for yourself, that you desire for yourself, because you're making one aligned decision after the other. You are following the nudges and you are allowing yourself to be in flow with these nudges. You allow life to feel a lot easier when you're in flow because you almost don't have to think too much. When you choose to be in flow, you almost don't have to think too much because you are guided to do something and you take the step. And that step has to be backed, and this is also where people fall short, that step has to be backed with trust within yourself, certainty, posture, surrender, inspired action. The nudges have to be backed with all of these things. So if you are lacking the belief, the posture, the certainty that you've created within, not the certainty that you're waiting for externally from something else. When you have all these things backed up, backing your decisions, and you follow through with the nudges, you allow yourself to be in flow. The only reason you are struggling to be in flow is because you are literally stopping yourself from being in flow, because you keep judging your next move. You keep judging your next decision. You're making it wrong. You're comparing it. You are not like anyone else. Your soul nudges are going to be different to every single other person, human being on this planet. The way you meant to show up, serve, be within your business, between your clients, in your personal relationships, you are unique to you. But what we do is, instead of being in our own flow and letting our truth guide us, we stop ourselves and we start going, no, it should look more like this. It should sound more like that. That person wouldn't do that, so therefore I'm not going to do it. No, that person wouldn't do that because that person isn't you. You have to learn to trust your guidance, your nudges, and trusting that it is enough. This is a conversation that you should be having with yourself every day, especially if you are creating the life and business that you desire, is that I am more than enough simply because I exist. Who I am is enough to create what I desire. The way I show up is enough to create what I desire. Who I am and who I be is enough to create what I desire. Because the moment that you start telling yourself you're not, you start trying to be something else. You start trying to, this is when you stop your flow. This is when you stop your flow. Is this making sense? So I just really wanted to jump on here because the issue is not that you don't know how to get into flow or be in flow. That is a lie. You totally do know how to be in flow. You are literally the only one blocking that flow. Because instead of following through on what you're being guided and led to do on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis, instead of following through on it, you stop, you judge it, you make it wrong, you compare it to what someone else would or wouldn't do, and then you end up putting it through this funnel of like filtering and changing it and shifting it, and then when you spit it out, meaning whether that's words or how you physically show up, when it finally comes out of the funnel, it's like, what is this? And it doesn't feel aligned. It's not going to be magnetic because it's not you being in your flow, right? So I hope this has made sense. Let me know if it has made sense, if it has helped you. Share or tag anyone that you think needs to hear this. Have an incredible rest of your Wednesday, and I will chat to you all soon. Bye.